Hello students, we have already completed our third indicator, that is physical quality of life, that is PQLI. Now we are going to start with the last indicator, that is human development index, that is also known as HDI. Now HDI is the most recent, we can say most recent indicator which have been developed. Now it has been developed by United Nations Development Program, that is UNDP, which was they presented this in 1990. They presented this in 1990, and you find that they have not taken only economic aspects, but they have also emphasized, or they have given more importance on non-economic aspects too. So this is a upgraded version of physical quality of life index, we can say. So this they have been developed. Then after you find that here also three factors alone is been considered by propelling HDI. So to make HDI working, they have taken three factors again, so that it is very easy and simple to understand. As well as they have taken, instead of absolute value, they have taken the average of these three values. So they have not taken the absolute value, but they have taken the average of these three values. Now what are the factors? First is again the life expectancy, which we have seen in PQLI. So how much number of years does a person live? Second is the knowledge, that is literacy level, and third is a good standard of living. So you find that these two, life expectancy as well as literacy, remains the same, but only the third point has been changed, that is the good standard of living, you find. So let's know in detail life expectancy. So you find that how much expected number does, how much expected number of years does a person live from the birth if a particular population in a country. As well as if it is live less than 50 years, we can say that country is said to be deficient in health. So it is like, we can say it is very underdeveloped, or it lacks medical facility. That's why that person is not able to survive more than 50 years. So they are dying before 50 years only. So that country is said to be deficient in health. If suppose they're living more than 50, we can say they are having higher or a good life expectancy. Second, knowledge. So to know the knowledge, we have to consider here adult literacy also, as well as the number of years of schooling. So there are two aspects. First is number of years of schooling, as well as expected number of years of schooling. So how much number of years should they attain the school, as well as second, how much year of school they are attaining. So that also can be known. Then after you find that good standard of living. So what does the good standard of living means? It says that what are the things which are available to the person. If here the list which has been given to us, if all these things which are given to the human being, it is available to them, we can say they have a good standard of living, like pure drinking water, good medical facilities or services, good material services, or you find extra services which you want. Then after good sanitization, hygiene, proper hygiene you are keeping up, and drainage system is well, we can say that countries people are having good standard of living. Then after you find that infant mortality rate, that is a baby which is dying less than 1 year. So if they are undernourished or malnourished children, if both children are being taken up, and if they are dying, so what is happening now, you find that if that rate reduces, we can say they have good standard of living. Then after you find per capita or per person, how much calories available per day. Then after again see mortality rate, that is death rate of infant to below 5 years. So from 1 year to 5 year, how many children are dying. So if that rate also reduces, we can say that they are having good standard of living. Then after protein fat availability, so how much protein does they consume, how much fat should be consumed by the person at different age. So all this thing, if it has been given depending upon their income, if it has been known, so we can say they have good standard of living. So here lastly it says that income index is also there, which is nothing but, we can say, it gives the per person, that is per capita gross national income. It is based on gross national income per person, it has been taken up. Like we have already seen in per capita income, it is the gross national income divided by total population, it is measured, and it gives us the basic PPP, that is triple P, or we can say purchasing power parity. So per person, how much amount is being spent by them and to attain this good facility or good standard of living. Now what are the different aspects to be considered while drawing this HDI or while measuring this human development index. Now the maximum value of human development is 1, so it has been calculated out of 1. So it is, we can say it is have three standards. First, the value of HDI ranges from 0 to 1, so it starts from 0 and its maximum value is 1. So all the points will be given into decimal points. Then after you find that the countries whose HDI is closer to 1 is considered more developed and it will be given high ranking in HDI. The countries whose value is far than 1 is considered less developed and we can say it is having lower ranking. Then after you find that the data which has been taken, it is according to 2014 data, and in that you find that Norway has ranked first with 0.944 while India has ranked 0.609 points, which is 130th rank of 188 countries. So let's see the data. So human development indicators, here HDI is there for some countries of the world, and this is the human development report 2015. So sorry, which has been calculated on the basis of 2014 but which have been shown in 2015. So that particular data has been here. So you find that countries, one column countries, second column value, third is rank, which are based on this, that is average gross national income, per capita income. Then after you find that average life expectancy, expected years of schooling, and number of average year of schooling. So these are the 7 columns which have been there. You find countries in that, some countries like Norway, America, China, India, Pakistan, but last we have changed, that is we have not taken Sri Lanka but we have taken Niger. So these 6 countries are being measures here. Now Norway shows the value 0.944. How? And it ranked first because the gross national income is the highest. It is per person $64,992 is a gross national income which has been there. Then after you find that second, that is the, we can say average life expectancy, that is 82% or 82 years of age, 81.6 approx 82 years does a person lives in Norway. Then after you find that expected years of schooling is 17.5, till the age of 18 there is a expected age schooling, but they are doing at 12.6. So on an average, if you take this, government has mentioned to attain the schooling of till 17.5 years, but on an average in that country there is 12.6 years of schooling is been done if you take the total population average. Then after comes America. So it has a value of 0.915. It is calculated on the same this. So it ranked 8 with gross national income, that is 52.947 US dollar, where average life expectancy from the birth or the living is 79 years. And you find that their country says that the average expectancy of schooling should be 16.5 year of age, and you find that but the schooling is done for 12.9 years, which is more than Norway also. Then comes China. You find that 0.727 is the value and ranked 90s. You find that 12,547 US dollar is a gross national, it is a per person gross national income which is attained from the people of China, and their living, that is approx 76, it is 75.8%, so approx 76 of years of living they live, and the schooling is been expected to 13.1 years of schooling, but they attain only 7.5 or approx we can say 8 years of schooling. Then after China we find India is coming, that is 0.609, the ranking is 130, and you find that the average per person, or we can say average per capita income is coming, that is 5,497 US dollars, which is very less. If you convert into, we can say rupees, 5,000 or we can say 5,500 into, for example, it is as per 2014, then it should be nearly 65 rupees. So if you calculate 60, or let's say 60, so 5,500 into 60, so on an average nearly 3 lakh something it will be. So it is more or less something which has been there compared to the developed countries, where you find that The average life expectancy in India is 68 years, and you find that schooling, which is given to 11.7 expected of years of schooling should be done, but we find that only 5.4 of the on an average are being educated. Then comes Pakistan, that is 0.538, and it has been ranking 147, where 4866 US dollar is a gross national income for Pakistan people. And you find that average living is 66 years, which is less than India. And you find the schooling should be 7.8, which is by their government, but you find that only 4.7 years of schooling is being done on an average. Now last comes, that is Niger. That is one of the one of the country in Africa. You find that 0.348, the ranking is 188. Now this all report has made for 188 countries, and it has ranked 188, that is the last rank, and the average is 908 per person income which has been attained. The life is from 160, 61, 62 years average life which has been attained by them. And you find that the schooling should be 5.4, but the schooling is 1.5 years only. So this is why we can say, because of lack of education, the lack of facility, lack of national income, it is coming under developed country, and that's why it has been ranked at the last stage. Whereas like country like Norway, America, which are developed, you find it comes in the first 10 countries, where you find average life expectancy is also good, their national income is also good, as well as their year of schooling is also well. So because all these three factors are high in that country, you find that they are being ranked, and they are being developed nation, we can say they are economically developed nation. So whereas we can say China and India, which are developing country, you find that they are ranging from 90 to 130. Still China is still above than India as their gross national income, as well as we can say expectancy of life, everything is more than India. So this is why China is above India. So this is how. Whereas lastly the Niger is there, which is having low national income, as well as we can say less average life expectancy, as well as less year of schooling, very less average year of schooling which has been there. That's why it is in the last in the HDI report for 2014. Now let us analyze what are the things we have seen. So it has been classified into four things. If you want to categorize human development, it can be categorized into four things. First, countries having highest, or we can say maximum human development, that is on an average we can say from first to 49th rank, or first to 49th countries will be from 0890, we can say it will start. Then after second, countries with high human development, so here it is the maximum development is there, here little bit development is there, which the countries will be ranging from 50th rank to 10 rank, where the index will show, or their point will show you, that is 0.735. Then after you find that countries with moderate, or we can say countries with developing nations, will range from 106 to 143 rank, where India is coming, that is at rank 130, it is 0.164 on an average. And you find country with low or underdeveloped countries, the average value of HDI for these countries are 144 to 188, that is 0.493, which is less than 0.5. So this is how these four categories are being made by HDI. Those who are having the maximum development, those who are having high development, those who are having moderate development, and those who are having the low human development. Now what are the conclusions that can be made from this particular chart? We can say that Norway ranked first with 0.0944 in human development index. Second, we can say India with 0.609 is ranking at 130th in the list of 188 countries. Then after you find that why India comes in the third group, that is a moderate human development group, and that's why it can be called as it is a developing nation. Then after we find that the last country, that is Niger, it is a country of continent of Africa with 0.348 points comes the last in order of HDI report 2015. I hope you have been clear with this. Conclusions, you can add further one or two points also. So this is what the conclusion for human development index is all about. Now next, let us see about importance of human development index. Now what are the importance things? First, it is a complete. Why human development is called complete? Because it takes not only economic factor but non-economic factor, or we can say social welfare also. It gives importance to education and health. Second, it is indicates the policy maker of economic development. Now it shows how policies are formulated in different countries by knowing the literacy rate, by average expectancy rate, by knowing the, we can say, average year of expected year of schooling. So that help us to know that their country's policies. So this is what they can say, that countries how they are helping to develop their people of that particular country. It shows the human welfare. Third, we can say how true progress can be attained. True progress can be attained with economic progress plus social progress. So if economically, that is financially, progress is there, but as well as financially you find that human development is also there, that is education and wealth, sorry, education and health. So wealth plus education plus health, it gives you true progress. Then after, it is a functional. HDI is a functional. How functional? Because the ranking are been there. So rankings are indicating the health and education. So that it shows the improvement of a country, improvement for the people of the country. That's why you find that if people are healthy and educated, you find that they find there more number of ways of income earning, and their national income will increase. Then after, you find that developing countries get an idea about this, or they get a vision about this, how to overcome the different situation where they are lacking, which part of that point should be increased. Like India, you find that average, so education system should be increased, so that we can find that we start earning more. If more educated people are there, more they will know how to be practical in life. Then after, this is the progressive. Why it is progressive? Because you find that everywhere there is a progress has been there, every country has been progressing, and if you know other countries are progressing above and in what cases, you can know, and you can also, different countries can start focusing on that drawbacks. Now what are the limitations for this HDI? First, same like PQL, you find that there are only three indicators are taken, but here these three are the social indicators which are taken, which is less. We should also take other indicators also. Then after, all these three indicators give equal weightage. Again in PQLI also, if you remember, there were equal weightage given. Here also equal weightage is given, but in reality, the situation, depending on the situation, individuals or human try to choose what should be given more importance. Suppose if they are from the poor family, they try to go more importance to the income, and that's why they will not give proper education to their children, like beggars and everything. Then after, you find that it becomes difficult. Then after, in third point says that it is not absolute expression. As in early introduction also we have seen, it is not absolute expression. Why? Because it shows a relative progress. Now what is relative? Relative means comparing. Relative means comparing with other countries. So it compares from one country to another. When you try to go with comparing, it becomes a relative progress. Now what are the other indicators other than HDI indicators which should be included, or which can be used? First, that is GDI, that is Gender Development Index. How male female ratios are been there, that should be included. Second, TAI, that is Technological Achievement Index. How technology have been achieved in different countries over the past period of time. So that index should be taken up. Then after, HPI, Human Poverty Index. From the time of independence in India, you find that poverties were more, that which have been reduced at now period of, but still the population is more. You find that poverty peoples are also more. So like this, so human poverty index should also be taken up into the consideration. Lastly, HCI, that is Human Consumer Index. So these are the few indexes which should be taken out to help to know about the development, economic development of the India, of all the other countries. Now, this is how HDI has been prepared, their importance and limitations all about. I hope you have been clear with HDI, you have been clear with PQLI. So, in the exam point of view, this chapter is important, and the indicators of economic development. Now, this point comes very frequently, this questions comes very frequently, and you have to prepare, you have to go thoroughly with this thing. So anything can be asked, like it can be like limitations of HDI, it can become, for example, limitation of PQLI, you have to explain PQLI only, you can have to explain only HDI. So it can come for 2 marks, 3 marks in questions, so it weight from 8 to 10 marks. So this is how. So keep learning. Any doubt, any queries are there, you ask me, message me, I will reply you as soon as possible, clear your doubts as soon as possible. You need to write down the notes. This only will help you notes, because if you write, then only you are able to remember the data. If you don't write, it will be again a difficult one, you cannot able to memorize at the last moment. So start practicing, utilizing your time, start practicing up. Let's complete our second chapter, and we are going to start with the third chapter in the next classes. I hope you have been clear. Thank you.